120 miles an hour. So that was very good. But the possible story of the weekend right now, and I'm going to walk over here, John Sorg from World Sand Drag News right there, Johnny. But the story of the weekend right now is going to be this car right here. And yes, folks, that is not a mirror image or an illusion or anything else. That is Gary Mink and his car in the flesh. That is a car that, as far as I know, has not seen the track since 2022. And they are ready to go. Showed up here for Q4 for Top Alcohol. Holy cow, look out, kids. Big Bogosian horsepower here. Paul Taylor over here, another guy that hasn't been here in a minute. Kind of shooting the breeze a little bit, but Gary Mink getting ready to go. Gary, it's been a hot minute since we saw you, buddy. I don't think you've bought a new hat, so.
Hell no, not lucky yet.
Oh, fantastic to have you here. Great. I had somebody at home go, wait, who?
Yep, we're here.
I'm like, yep, it's that car. So fantastic, man. Good luck. Be safe out there. All right, so like I said, Gary Mink, not only on the property, this car is ready to rock. Top Alcohol guys, I think their world has just changed a little bit. All right, so next pair out is going to be Rick Ensing, the spoiler alert dragster out of Allendale, Michigan, sponsored by J-Wire Solutions, along with Skyline Fall Protection. Those guys looking to make a clean hit, as currently they have struggled a little bit out here, to put it mildly. And right now, your number 2 qualifier, Doug Vinlett, and the mean one coming up here as well, making the turn. Doug sponsored by Countryside Greenhouses. Shout out to them for coming on board, making this trip possible. Perfect Village Motorsports, 616 Motorsports, Hard Topics, all getting on board and making it happen for Doug. Doug with that big blown injected Hemi, or excuse me, big block Chevy, the big Hemi over there for Rick Ensing. Doug, your number 2 qualifier right now. Looking to probably put a number up on the board. All right. Again, happy to bring you guys some live content here. Racing in the dirt. Silverback Off-Road Speedway, Silverback Off-Road Rentals, 3-1 Go Life, who's also on Doug Vinlett's car, all bringing you this coverage this weekend here from Dome Valley. Great to have you along. Should be very good. Beautiful for Top Alcohol coming up here. We've already had one pair go through the pass. The number 1 qualifier earlier. Jason Vanderwall also was in that pairing. And I know that Jason jumped up to Jason sitting at number 4 right now. Doug number 2 and Rick number 3. Give the pass to number 1 qualifier at the moment. All right, so here we go. The Heavy. This is spoiler alert car. Rick Ensing out there. Beautiful for Top Alcohol. We will not see you guys till tomorrow morning. We'll put the elimination tomorrow. Your last qualifier. Anything left to tank. Now it's time to hang it out. And Doug goes wheels up right there. Doug goes 266 with a 6, 123 miles an hour. Rick going 296 right there. So not going to prove, I don't think, for either one of those guys. Doug's car was up on the wheelie bar. track it towards the center, but he managed to keep it on track and made it out the big end. All right, so gonna do a quick clean of the track and coming back with more top alcohol Q4 qualifying coming up next. All right, so we'll stay live here. Again, you guys got questions, comments, concerns, feel free, post them on up. Be happy to, especially in between rounds here, do happy a little bit of talking and everything else and really get after it. So, boy, for one car to show up and put the alcohol class into a tizzy, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I see him, I'm like, see a car pulled off, I'm like, wait, holy crap. John's like, what? I'm like, yeah, Doug's in trouble. Straight out of the Gary Mink playbook, you know? I just show up for a Q4, get myself into the field, then proceed to run a bunch of old 2.4s and just lay waste to everything around me.
Is that what he ran? What did he run?
Who, Doug? Doug went a 66. That car over there, it's a 40 machine. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, man, why not? You know? If you know your car to get in the field, and at this point, I mean, sound game is going to knock you out. You know? So, how's Mike feeling about this hit?
Yeah. Hoping and praying.
Yeah. That's the kind of stuff that you get excited for, though. It's like, oh, yeah. And that the dude behind him, Paul Taylor, so I was asking him earlier, I'm like, hey, man, what's the only deal? He goes, I've had that thing for sale for 3 years. Never wanted to buy it. He goes, so like a month ago, I'm like, screw it. I'm putting it together. I'm going to come out. He goes, $298 off the trailer. I'm like, yeah, you still got it. Yeah. He goes, yeah, there's a little bit to play with there yet. I'm like, seriously? There's like half the field you killed to run that number.
You see, Jay was saying he was like qualified number 9 and he ran 304.
304.
304.
Yeah.
Alcohol cars.
Yep. So.
That's a tight field.
It is. For 17 cars, man, there is a bunch of guys in that 96 to 98 range. Yeah. I bet there's 4 or 5 cars in there. Yeah. It's like, golly. alcohol. Number 4 qualifier right here. Good qualifying section, you could say. Tommy Zavala, the Looney car, coming up here in the far lane. And Tommy going 293 with a 1 right there, almost 116 miles an hour, 115 and change. It's a good pass for that car right there. All right, fully off the track it looks like, so that's good. Okay, the Mink's making his way over here.
What did we predict off the trailer here for Mink?
I'm betting he's top 3 qualifier off the trailer.
Okay, that's been a very non-committal.
That's really non-committal.
Let's pick a time here.
I think that thing can go a sub 60 off the trailer.
We're getting closer.
Joey says 45.
I'm being very particular. I'm saying 47.3.
47 with a 3. All right. I only did not go with a 40 only because he said it had been since 22 since he had done anything. So I only say.
What does he do every time? He rolls it out of the trailer, goes mid 40 or low 40. And... Hey, nice shirt. You like it?
So yeah, so that is basically the mantra and the usual for Gary Mink. Roll it out of the trailer, run some sort of low 40-ish number for top alcohol, and then proceed to just lay the hammer to the rest of the alcohol class for the rest of the weekend.
Got Miss Vicky Hall at number 1 qualifier.
All right, Pat, what do you think? Can Gary Mink run a 40 right here?
Is he coming up? Yeah, maybe he can. He's a fast man.
He is. That is true.
I didn't know that was him. What do you think about Pat's shirt?
I like Pat's shirt. Pat had a very colorful shirt yesterday, too. I like it, man. Oh. Well, there's that. Okay, then. It's on the live feed, so it's like being written in history now.
Only Dan would.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dan is the only one that's noticed so far, so...
Multiple people have mentioned it to me, and I just got one at home.
All right, so I hear Gary Mink's car has fired. This ought to be something. You think it's good if you have patina on your chassis roll cage? I think it's because it's Gary Mink. Nobody cares. All right, Gary Mink right here. The pad, the bowl, big Brad Anderson heavy. goes number 1, 2:45 with a 5. And I think he just told the rest of the alcohol class, well, you boys have had enough playtime. It's time for me to do something. Oh my gosh. That is a hit. I win. Woo! My word.
That sounds like what the?
138.1 miles an hour. Good night. I can't imagine the mindset of, oh, what do you boys think? Let's roll that around out of the garage. Let's see what happens. Yeah. You know,
Joey just said 22. Was the last year it was on?
Yeah. When I went up there and I was talking to him, he said the toy person gets the game's out and he goes, guess I must have hit it. All right, we're good. He puts it back. I'm like, I had so many questions at that point. I'm like, I don't even know where to start. Like, was it dead on? Were you just like, it looks good to me? Or what's the The best part is, that's a Pennzoil box top that's taped to the front for a flopper.
Yeah.
Oh. And that was actually survived when he hit Janik's car. So they took it off the old car. They taped it on this one. Oh my word!
I win.
That is Gary Mink to a T right there.
Oh, yeah.
Holler out
At Avenal, he shows up about 2 o'clock, and then he'll run Q4 and do the same thing. Run mid 40, and then qualify number 1, and then run 40. Just put 45 on the side of his car as a bracket car.
Oh, okay.
Now that would be even a better thing. Gary Mink in the pro bracket.
Gary Mink takes the pro game. We win.
Yeah, pretty sick.
Saturday night. 67 car field.
Hey, the only person that I know that's done that I know of out west was Jimmy DePass. He did it at Saboba. He entered the Pro Mod car in the Gambler.
Didn't he have Dan drive it for that?
No, that was Huffman's car. That's when
That's
when it shit the transmission out of it and Dan ran it over.
Holy cow!
You're right.
I mean, if you guess you're gonna be a mess, you know.
And so Bill Meany actually raced Jimmy first round, and he said I took off, and he's like I shrugged my solars and I was driving. Okay, don't look, and then all of a sudden here comes Jimmy, whoa, right by him, and he's like it scared the shit out of me.
I think there was one time.
He went 2 rounds, like because he had to go back to back. He had to go kind of round robin, and after the second one, he won second round, and after that, he's like, nah, I
There's one time that there was like they were like nice guy. I was on my 250R and they let us run together. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Granted, they were like way ahead of me by the time, just like staging up against him. He's like,
All right, so a quick clean of the track,
I just
and
want to say, ladies and gentlemen of the East Coast, that was top alcohol.
that's true. Caleb is 100% right. You want to bring your top alcohol business and go?
Where's Sorg at? Because he was looking forward to that. He didn't believe me. He said Santa hadn't shown up yet. Well,
Santa. I don't care if it's
All right, top alcohol top eliminator qualifying here. Remember, run as close to 295 as possible without going quicker. Stuart Schultz coming up here, I believe it's Stuart anyway, in the near lane. Vicky Hall, your number 1 qualifier at the moment in the far lane, the farmer's daughter machine. Vicky going 3 flat. And 283 was 7. Too fast there in the near lane. So neither one of them will improve on their qualifying position. Remember, the idea is to run as close to 295 as possible without going quicker. So Vicky Hall has already gone 296 earlier today. Or actually not today, but yesterday. So sitting on top of the qualifying heap. All right, waiting on our next pair to come up. I believe next pair is going to be possibly Wyatt Schultz and Billy Morris from the looks of it. I see the heavy metal guys up there, which usually means Billy Morris is in the vicinity.
Refreshments over there, we got merch over there, we got timeless photography here taking pictures. We got Mike
All right, so here we go, folks. Top Eliminator Q4. Wyatt Schultz, that blue dragster coming up right here in the near lane, right close to us. Billy Morris, the heavy metal buggy out of the Morris family racing stand in the far lane. Remember, both these guys look close to the game. Right behind. All really quicker. And Billy Morris goes 293 with a 4. Too fast, but shows a lot of potential with that thing. Wyatt going 302 right there. So I don't think either guy improving. But Billy's car made a good A to B pass. Maybe not quite the number they were looking for, I'm guessing. But still a nice lap on that thing. So, all right. Cleaning the track, coming back, more Top Eliminator Q4 coming up next. Reminder, folks, if you like what you're seeing, hit that like and subscribe button. We'll have some good videos for this weekend. Actually, we've got some great videos out already for this weekend. Like and subscribe. Also, hey, if you got questions and stuff, feel free, send them on through. I'll do my best to answer them, especially right now while the tractor's on the track and taking care of things. So great to have you along, though, and really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that sponsors, help us get here. 3-1 Go Life, Doug and Lett and the crew, along with Shane and Scott Orogi at Racing in the Dirt, Silverback Off-Road Speedway, and Silverback Off-Road Rentals, all helping us to get here. Caleb, myself, John Sorg, all on the property. I am the only one out of 3 not racing. So, yeah, making things happen and keeping you guys informed, up to date as to what we got going. So, okay. Brady Menzenberg out there in that number 7 car. That thing is beautiful. That is a cool hot rod. I believe I know Paul Taylor's over here on to my left, the left side of the screen. Paul Taylor also here. And a bunch of other Top Eliminator cars sitting in the back. I see the Project X machine that Tommy Zavala's driving this weekend, also sitting back over there. So great bunch of top eliminator qualifying coming up here. So that is an Oregon car, in case you guys missed it. There in the lead, Brady's car is out of Oregon. A little bit of breeze going to right now, if you didn't notice. Kind of what's going on. Wait for the tractor to get back, and we should be all set. So.
Mink shows up here today 3 hours ago and runs 2:45.5 after the green at 138 miles an hour.
All right, so this is Q4 for Top Eliminator that's going on right now. Just a reminder as well, we'll have a Top Eliminator elimination round later on tonight, possibly even 2, as they got to cut that field down to 8 cars before we get to Sunday. All right, so it is Mr. Hot Rod himself, Cody Hoffman, in that big Volkswagen, big turbo Volkswagen powered machine. It'll be him and Brady Menzenberg next to each other for this Q4 of Top Eliminator. So, 4-cylinder dragster versus carbureted V8, believe it or not. And yeah, should be a really, really good pair.
So then again, we're waiting for the next set to come up. This is the hardest part of sand drag racing. It is the tractor racing. But it makes it happen. You get to see it pass. So.
All right, Brady Menzenberg out here already. Cody Hoffman, the smooth sucker dragster out of California. The Volkswagen powered machine, big Potter turbo Volkswagen power for Cody. They kind of like to run this class as they kind of detune that car a little bit. That car capable of probably running down into the 2.6s. And it looked like Cody might have drove through the clutch. He goes 313 right there. Brady going 312. So a good pairing, but Cody, like I said, it looked like it drove through the clutch possibly. Went to put it up onto the rev limiter, and that car just kept moving for whatever reason. So probably, I'm guessing, maybe drove through the clutch. We'll see.
On one pair. Oh, man.
Top Eliminator wheel is 295 and quicker. 295 and
All right, so next pairing is going to be Curtis Grady and, and is Paul next? Curtis Grady, Paul Taylor going at it. Paul currently runs at 298 yesterday. Off the trailer, much Gary Mink-esque, I would say. Paul unloads the car, goes 298. Gary unloads the car, goes 245. I mean, All right, so this is our pair. It's actually Paul Taylor and Mike Brock. Mike in the far lane in that purple unicorn car. Paul Taylor, the out of control machine in this rear lane here. Like I said, Paul goes 298 off the trailer last night. Paul Taylor, 293 with a 1, so actually goes faster than the Eliminator. Mike Brock, 306 with a 2 right there. A good hit for those guys. Paul just a little too fast, but he'll probably take that, I would think.
There's something coming out of the left side of the motor.
Ooh.
Some
Ooh.
fuel or a nozzle loose or something.
Maybe he got a little lean, that's why it went faster.
I saw something on the left side, left top side of the motor. Like a nozzle or something.
All right, so 2 passes, and here we go. Put the tractor back on the track, get things cleaned up. Take a walk over while the tractor's running. We'll see if we can take a peek at who else we got coming up here. All right, so tractor's big land plane on there, scooping stuff up, making sure it's good to go. All right, let's take a walk over and see what we got going.
Nope. I'm just going to put my foot up there. I think
All right, so while the tractors are doing their work, let's walk over here and see if we can see who is still here for top Eliminator. Yeah. Aforementioned Mr. Curtis Grady here on the left side of the screen. Mikey over here. Tommy Zavala running the altered here shortly, the Project X machine. Terry Crawford back there, the Avid Duke car. Mike Goodell getting ready to make a hit. Paul Graham waiting to make his run. There he is right there, the excavator himself. Ryan and Jay Portinga back here as well, waiting on their pass. Damon Hall coming up. How good is life if you're Gary Mink? I'm just going to pull my car out after sitting in the garage for 2 years and go 45 right off the trailer. Hey, Vaughn. How you doing? Good. Yeah, that was crazy. I saw who was over there. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I went over there. how long has it been since this car's seen the light of day? He goes, I last ran it at Alvinel in 22. I'm like, holy cow. He goes, yeah. He says, so, put some fresh fuel in it, check the tires. He goes, I think it'll run. Like, wow. Oh my word. That's right out of his playbook though, you know? All you gotta do, hey man, I mean, unless there's, 9 cars, just make sure you get here for the last qualifier.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, right?
Last qualifier, you don't need the 2 or 3.
Yeah. When are you guys thinking of going down? Maybe we'll leave Saturday morning. Haven't they been racing for Thursday? Yeah, well, whatever. I saw that and I said to Johnny, I'm like, yeah, hey, Doug's fixing to have a bad day. He goes, what do you mean? I'm like, eh. So folks, we have Top Eliminator getting ready to roll again. Just waiting on the tractors to get done. About 4 more pairs I'm counting till things are wrapped up. So Top Eliminator qualifier number 4 is where we're at. Absolutely. Cody, if you're watching, you too could have something like this. At least that's what Jim says. I don't know. Hey, Andy. Yeah, the only Volkswagen buddy is Cody Hoffman. That's it. So everybody else relying on more, shall we say, traditional power plant to get the job done. But so thanks for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. And yeah, like I said, tractors getting their stuff done. As soon as they're done, going back to Top Eliminator qualifying number 4.
If I could smell this, I turned in my paperwork this morning when I saw it. So should we know something?
They are deep ripping this track at the moment, making sure it's ready to go for the rest of the rest of this Top Eliminator qualifying class. I believe they already have the far lane done. In case y'all are wondering as well, this is not something we're somewhat familiar with back east, so to speak, but this deep ripper here, this thing is just flat nasty. This is how you get rid of hard pan right here. You deep rip it with this stuff. These big shanks here, you see bolt in. This is a 3-point setup. You set the depth with the side plates here. You see the ratchets? That's how you set the depth of how it swings the tire down or up, and then lets the rippers go deeper or shallower. These are replaceable. You can see they are bolted in right there, and that is how that works. So also you can see the clevis behind there with the hitch. You can also tow like rolling baskets or something like that behind this as well. So this is all hydraulic. And yeah, this is what they use to get rid of big hard pan and hard spots in the track out here, is they'll use a deep ripper like this. So like I said, don't usually see that back east in Mississippi like where we are, but definitely something different, but very, very interesting as well. So So yeah, that's what we've got going. You got the big 8320 RT out here. Cool stuff. Get back in the shade and try to chill out a little bit while we're doing this. Again, just waiting on the track to get prepped, and we'll get through the rest of the Top Eliminator Q4 coming up here shortly. Put some water on the track currently. It is warm. I will say that. It is definitely warm out here. Trying to keep water on the track, keep the track holding together. But that's kind of what's going on right now. You can see the tractor down there with the cultivator. He is going to be finishing up, and then he will jump over to this lane and get that lane freshened up. So, all right, again, folks, Q4 Top Eliminator and Top Alcohol qualifying. We completed the Top Alcohol Q4 qualifier, and aside from Gary Mink going 2:45 with a 5 to take himself to number 1, I don't know that anybody else ran a time to improve their position qualifying wise. So, that being said, how do you pronounce his last name?
Bermude.
That's what I said.
Bermude. B-U-R-M-O-O-D. Bermude. Mikey
Perfect.
Bermude.
That'll work for me.
And he's driving tunnel vision. 333.
Oh, tunnel vision. Okay.
Tunnel vision. And it will be painted city purple with blue flakes in it.
I like it.
He just got it finished.
I like it the way it is.
Second weekend doing this. He's never raced before. Second weekend.
It'll be fine.
You know? Hey, I was happy he got a 316 yesterday last night. We were at home videotaping it on our phones while we did it.
All right, so tractor back on the far side of the track.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of these pictures you guys just think the joke and that.
But you told my husband we need to buy some coffee out there and everything.
But I'd like to have it like
It's the first one and the time it's 3 miles away.
wet.
Well, they don't have any control outside of the water. Not like a water park.
Oh,
Breeze.
that's good.
Okay, it does feel good.
Beautiful.
It's not too much of a breeze to where it's like, oh, this is miserable. Like, this is okay.
Yeah.
It's the first guy in the 70s of an A fuel car.
Oh yeah, they have the
Brian
movie.
Chapman.
That is true.
Short fuse racing. Starnes and Chapman, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That's like they advertise several golf course it's too hot. But I see people there in the summertime. It's like, I just remember what I know.
Where's that one car from? That missile car. Is that from Michigan somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's an old racing in the dirt car.
These guys race it, right?
So, no, that's Menzenberg from Oregon.
Okay.
He's got that small block Chevy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Big old 399 spread board. Big
Yeah.
old thing like cams.
Yep.
Probably got 80 grand in
Yes.
it.
Lots of RPM.
Yes. Dan the man.
I can joke about it.
All right, so tractor's making its way back, which means we should be back to Q4 for Top Eliminator shortly here. Mikey Vermood out of the Triple Threat Racing Camp coming up here in the buggy, and Curtis Grady in the dragster. Then right after that, I believe we've got Tommy Zavala, the Project X altered. And we also have Terry Crawford back there as well. And still to come, Mike Goodell, Ryan Portinga, as well as I believe Damon Hall is back there too. So, yeah, got some time to go, but definitely some good cars coming. Like I said, tractor's on its way back, which means we should be pulling cars out here anytime. And once we do that, then yeah, back to racing action.
got a fun little factoid for the next pair coming up.
Oh, all right.
So we got Curtis Grady and Marky Bermude. Mikey's buggy there has the rear wheels and tires that used to be on Charlie Brown Jr.'s Top Fuel car.
Whoa. Whoa. Wow.
I knew Mikey Bermude, the buggy. Those are Charlie Brown Jr.'s rear tires.
I was like, look, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Shabby, we have Brian Morris, we got Pat Goodale.
Super Mink, Paul Taylor.
Robert Skidmore.
I mean, Mink was in the legendary book, and then he just decided to reappear with his car. So, I mean, that's true. I mean, if you really want to get technical, Super Mink could be the only guy that's disassembled a car on the track.
Let's go, Mikey.
All right, Mikey Bermude coming up here. The Grand Crafters demo. That is that car right there. That is the old wheels and tires on the Charlie Brown cool car. That's great right here. With Gary Mink, not Gary Mink. The California Gary Mink, top alcohol Gary Mink. The guy that was going to run 240 without making it work, Gary Mink. All right, here we go. Mikey Bermude in there in the far lane out of the Triple Threat Motorsports Champ. Curtis Grady, the Lucifer dragster here in the near lane. Remember, 295 qualifying. Looking to run as close to 295 as possible without going quicker. And Mikey goes 3:07 right there. Good pass for those guys. 3:02, I believe, for Curtis Grady. 3:02 with an 8. Mikey goes 3:07 with a 5. So good pass on both sides of the track right there. I think Mikey's going to be happy. I believe that is the quickest pass they've had so far. So congratulations to them if that's the truth. Nice pass on both sides, though. Very, very nice.
We got photos up here, timeless photography right here. So,
all right, next pair is going to be Terry Crawford, the Yabba Dabba Doo machine out of Las Vegas, Nevada, coming up here in the near lane. Tommy Zavala out of Welton, Arizona, in the Project X Altered coming up here in the far lane. Remember, both these cars looking to go as close to 295 as possible without running quicker.
FOT.com tickets and Elm Valley Raceway again.
All right, both cars fired up and ready to go. So we got the short wheelbase car, Tommy Zavala, the Project X Altered. Coming up here in the far lane, the dragster of Terry Crawford out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming up here in the near lane, the Yabba Dabba Doo Racing crew. Jared Crawford getting that thing lined up correctly. Wow, 301 with an 8. Terry Crawford going 299, I believe, with a 0. 299 with a 0. So that's an improvement, I believe, for him. Nice pass, though. 299 and a 301. Very, very nice. All right, quick clean on the track, coming back with more top eliminator action coming next. I believe we have Mike Goodell and possibly Ryan Portillo coming up next. All right, so again, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Like I said, you got questions or anything like that, feel free to post them on up while the tractor is going. I've got time to work on that. So, like I said, got questions, post them on. We can get them taken care of during this point in time. I think that's a career best for Mikey.
That is.
That's a good hit for him. Here's someone with an interesting thing happening. I believe Matt Peel is driving Drag Nasty this past. He's one of the party guys. How that's all going to play out.
I don't think they care.
I don't know
Jay
either.
and Ryan were swapping anyway.
Yes.
So. I think. Right.
All right, so track is clean, which means it's time to continue qualifying. Remember, top eliminator Q4 qualifying coming up here. And it's going to be Matt Peel aboard the Drag Nasty machine for Jay Portiga. Matt being out of Mears, Michigan. And it's going to be Mike Goodell out of Grand Rapids, Michigan in the Brand X Dragster in the far lane. There's Mike, JWIRacing.com, sponsored machine. Here's Matt coming into the picture right here. All right, remember, close to 295 as possible without going quicker is the idea here.
Is that normal? What's ever been down there?
And Matt going 321 right there. Mike with a 322. gets a little out of gets quite a bit out of shape, unfortunately. That thing drove way over towards the wall. Been a good pass. That thing just stayed straight. It's that thing got back onto the back tire and was really trucking, but definitely made a move to the right.
That's the first time you're in this lane.
Mm. All right, I believe we have one more pair of top eliminator to go in this round. Denise Portiga also watching and seeing what's going on. I don't know why she's not. Oh, there's that. It's pesky. All right, Paul Graham and Damon Hall are your next two and final pair in this Q4 of Top Eliminator. You see them over there. Damon with the Fiat, Paul Graham with the excavator out of the Triple Threat Motorsports Camp. All right, just FYI as well, I am on low battery, so I'm going to try to get this pair in, and then that's probably going to be the end of the broadcast for right now. Well, I'm going to need some juice so we can broadcast first round of Top Eliminator later on tonight. All right, here we go. Fire in the hole. David Hall, Paul Graham right here. Roll injection triple accept repair. Paul Graham legging that thing out down there. Paul Graham going 299 with a 1. Damon Hall 3-0 flat. A good pass for both guys right here. All right, and that is going to wrap things up, folks. Appreciate everybody watching, and we'll be back later on tonight with Top Eliminator first round of eliminations. See you then.